is the first video in a series I'm putting together called You Can Play This. In these videos I'll present beautiful pieces that you too can play at home on the lute or guitar. A link to my copy of the music in Intabolatura can be downloaded complete with my own personal annotations including fingering, so you can get practicing straight away. Check out the description box below for the link. At the end of each video I'll be including a few of my top Luteweb tips to help you get going. So before we get started, for this video I'm playing a G lute at 440 Hz. There's no need to use diapason strings for this particular piece. That's the 7th or the 8th course on your lute. You may have more. If you're a guitarist, you too can play this. You can read from the same score, but you will have to tune the 3rd string on the guitar down a semitone to an F sharp. If you want to be in the same key, you'll need to add a capo to the 3rd fret. Please remember to subscribe to Luteweb. If you're watching this video, it makes a huge difference to us content creators who put this stuff out there. Luteweb is a small channel and it's reliant on sponsors and private donations, so if you'd like to buy me a coffee or two, this would be wonderful. A live link to my support page at Ko-fi can be found in the description box below. My thanks to each and every one of you lovely YouTube friends who are helping me to keep these videos flowing. So I'm going to kick off the series with a beautiful Francesco da Milano piece, a Fantasia. I absolutely adore Francesco da Milano to the point of being totally obsessed. Just one final point though, the original version of the piece can be found in Francesco's 3rd book. Written in the Italian numerical tablature system, I've made 2 versions available via my downloadable link. One in the Italian system is written and the other in the French tablature style most commonly read by lute players. You can choose which one works best for you. This little Fantasia is a real gem and I hope you'll love it as much as I do. Don't forget to stick with the video to the end for my top Luteweb playing tips. Here are a couple of top tips from Luteweb. Firstly, it's important to recognise that this music is constructed of interweaving lines that dance about and sometimes intermingle. So when you're practicing, think about bringing out these individual melodies. In my annotated copy, I've marked in where you should sustain a note to help define and articulate these lines. My second point concerns a tricky moment at bars 13 and 14. Here you have a big shift while maintaining the bass line. In bar 13, sustain the lower part using fingers 2 and 3 so that they sound under the melody line. This will result in you making a little shift with your first finger for the top part and help anchor your hand for the next shift between the 2 bars using finger 4. Finally, this is a Fantasia, and as mentioned earlier, it's from da Milano's 3rd book published in Venice 19 years after Milano's death in 1543. Italian lute music of this time has a free and spontaneous quality. The Fantasia should sound fresh and light. As a player, try to experiment with your interpretation with regards to phrasing. Add a few ornaments. Play around with the tempo. I'd love to know what you come up with. Write your thoughts in the comments box below. My reply is already guaranteed. Don't forget to subscribe to support Luteweb, to share the celestial lute harmonies. Happy lute playing.